Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone for preaching the words from the Institute. Shalom to the Akim. See after the four corners of the globe, preaching the words from the Institute as well too. I say shalom to you Akim out there. And this is a news article that I'm going to bring out from CNBC.com. This is published by Brian Evans. Right, this was published by Brian Evans and Cheryl Min from the CNBC. And it reports updated May the 12th. May the 12th, 2023 at 3:15 p.m. Eastern Time. And it says the S&P 500 falls on Friday and heads for a second down week in a row. And it says the S&P 500 fell Friday as concerns around the U.S. economy and regional bank dampers investor sentiment, I meant to say. And it says the Dow Jones Industrial Average trade was 127 points lower, or 0.4%. Right, because the trading's still going on. Because I believe it got more like 30 minutes left until the bell closes in the markets as of for Friday. And I'm ready to begin. It says the Dow Jones Industrial Average trade 127 points lower, or 0.4%. The Nasdaq Composite fell 0.7%. Now, once the bell closes at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, well, 4 o'clock Eastern Time, because, Central Time is kind of, Central Time is an hour back in comparison to the Eastern Time of New York City, And it says a preliminary reading of the University of Michigan concerns settlement index of a 6-month lower 57.7. Economics pulled by the Dow Jones expected a May reading of 63.0. And it says the survey also showed the outlook for inflation over the next 5 years climbing to 3.2%, tying the highest clip since 2008. It says investors are keeping an eye on Washington as a concern around the debt ceiling. The debt ceiling negotiations persisted. CNBC reported that a debt ceiling meeting between President Joe Biden and congressional leaders that was set for Friday was postponed until next week. Oh, I didn't know that because I thought they was going to meet with each other today. I guess they postponed it to next week. It says none of the sectors are making convinced moves in the direction, reflecting on the general lack of convictions in the market, says Joe Krusik, a prolific specialist and senior vice president at the Columbus Investment. The S&P 500 and Dow Jones are heading for their second negative week in a row, down 0.5% and a 1.3% respectively. Regional bank shares slid, marking another day of declines. The SPDR and S&P, I meant to say, regional banking ETF KRE fell 0.4%. Western Alliance slipped 0.4%, while PacWest fell 1.5% on Thursday, and regional banks dropped off. PacWest said its deposits fell sharply last week. Meanwhile, the weaker than expected wholesale prices daily and a sales of easing inflation failed to shield investors from ongoing concerns of a downturn ahead of Thursday, particularly in a handcuff on the stocks continue to carry the market. So, this was just a live update of the markets. The S&P 500 and the Dow Jones are down for its second week, while you have the Dow Jones, once the 3 o'clock mark hits, is going to be on its fifth losing streak of the second week so far this year, While you're still having concerns over the debt ceiling, because, that was postponed until next week, while you have the banking woes continues to rise once again. Especially with the Pac West as of lately. The First Republic Bank in the Silicon Valley as recently as well too, so far 2023. While the consumer spending is somewhat slight up and the inflation kind of cooled down a little bit, but they still tackling that right along with the increasing bank woes as well too. So I just want to add a note to that. But this was just a lesson that I wanted to go. This is a lesson that I wanted to do of this update of the markets and stuff, as the S&P 500 and Dow Jones on as of Friday currently is heading to the second week of a down week in a row. Definitely with the Dow Jones on that fifth day of losing streak. So we're going to continue to see that trend continues, because keep this in mind, I've been mentioning this previously. Hey, the markets react to what's going on economically, financially, global statistic wise, or what the Federal Reserve, what they're gonna announce, if it's gonna be in a negative matter or a positive matter. That's what the markets react to. So as of so far, it's been reacting into the negative light. So with that, I would like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Karkadash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone for preaching His word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And until next time, I will say shalom.